We saw a fifth wheel with the big kitchen, but what about a travel trailer? Yes, folks, this is the 2021 Heartland Mallard M301. You have a big super slide, theater seating, and a massive kitchen, a ton of countertop space in this floor plan. And the best thing about it, folks, is this one is at a great price too. For the show, you're gonna pick this one up starting at $31,195. That's as low as $7.47 a day. As my good friend Jay said, this might not be a plane, but with deals like that, this one is gonna be flying out the door. So folks, let's take a look at this beautiful floor plan and why I have it included in the big kitchens, right? RVs with large kitchens, because that is a big, important factor for a lot of people. A lot of people like to cook. You know what, we have sessions, we have RVs for entertaining, we have RVs for sleeping, and we have RVs for cooking. And look at all of the countertop space you get. Very common in this session will be rear kitchens for this exact reason, right? When the back half of the RV, no matter what RV you get, right, the back half is generally the feature. Now, we do have things like front bathrooms, front living room, where the front end is the feature, but most of the time, especially in travel trailers, it's the back end. So if you have a rear bunkhouse, that's your main feature. If you have rear living, that's your main feature. If you have rear kitchen, like this one, that is the main feature, and they did a great job. So let's actually start off over here. And what you'll see is they kind of extended the kitchen into the entertainment center, right? So you get all this extra space right here. Now you can, put some decorations there if you want, or you can use it as additional prep space if you want. You'll see space for a TV right up top. Now, if you do put a TV here, which I probably would, I would also recommend getting one on a swing arm mount. And I'll show you in a minute here why we want to do that, because of the way the seating is arranged. So we do have good, actually I'll show you right here. You know what, we do have a sofa that's basically straight across, right? So you do get a good shot there. But if you're sitting over here in the theater seating, you'll probably want it turned a little bit so you're able to have a good view from that theater seating. Another water bottle, what is happening here? But we'll see the theater seating. Both of these do recline. Allure furniture, so upgraded furniture on there. You have, as you can see, cup holders, perfect for a bottle of water. Storage right across the top. And one of the things that's very easily identifiable with the storage, you can see how you have like the slightly barreled ceiling here, right? And that's great because that gives you that extra headspace. Fully laminated ceiling right up top. The other thing I like about this floor plan is you have 2 rows of lights that run all the way through. So, it really helps brighten this space up. In fact, back in the kitchen at one point, here, show right back here, Fritz. In the very back, you can see there's actually 3 lights back there, plus under cabinet lights. Really makes this space nice and bright. Not only have 2 rows of lights, but you also have 2 rows of ductwork. So, the way this is hooked up, you have like a big H, and this will really help cool things off a lot quicker with the dual ductwork in here. So not only is it bright, but it'll also stay nice and cool. Both things that are very important. So we talked about the entertainment center up top, of course, big window there. Underneath is a bunch of extra storage. You can never have enough storage in an RV. And having deep storage like that in an entertainment center is something you don't often find. Now, you will also see as that continues on, all the storage underneath the kitchen here as well, plus all of it up top. So you have a couple of drawers there, some additional storage here underneath the sink. Open that one up for you just so you can see. We need to vacuum it out, but there is space there for a trash can. And that's one of the big things for me. I want to make sure I have space for my trash can so it's not hanging out. But clearly, plenty of prep space. You have the undermount sink, undermount cooktop, 3-burner cooktop. It folds up just like that to show you, or undermount, geez, oh Pete, I cannot talk today. Recessed cooktop with 3 burners. It has the glass cover for prep space. The front one here is high output. Underneath that is your oven in case you want to do a little bit of baking. You'll notice again, as I mentioned, storage all across the top. I'll show you that just to kind of show you, what you're working with. Good storage there. Same thing right over there. We have our sink over here with the high-rise pull-out faucet. Lifting up the covers, you can see the sink. Cool thing about these covers is they are cutting board quality. So if you want to use these as a cutting board, I always recommend flipping them over using the bottom sides. So that way the top sides stay nice and clean. So that way you have a cleaner look, but you still get the functionality. Of course, another electrical outlet here, plus there's one right down below. So you have a couple different places in which you can plug in other items. Another cool thing about the Mallard is the Doodle Station, right? So this is a chalkboard on the front. The reason this is kind of nice is if you have any kids, grandkids that are coming, it gives them something to do, right? They can take a piece of chalk, they can draw on there. Or if it's someone like my wife, Nicole, who is extremely artistic, she can do something really cool here and just, make it something of our own, right? We have like chalkboards and stuff as decorations in our house. She does a fantastic job with some of those, and that's something that she'd be able to do here on this refrigerator as well. And if you are artistic, then you can do that too, of course. Right over here to the side, some additional storage there. Just kind of want to show you that, it's not just limited to the kitchen space. On the one side of the fridge, you have the other side here too. And then as we take a look, over here is our super slide. A couple things I like about this. One, if you look above the window valances, you actually have some lighting up there, which is pretty neat. The reason I like that is if you have guests sleeping out here, you can just leave that on. And it's kind of a courtesy light in case you need to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night. The dinette itself does drop down into sleeping space, so if you need to drop the table down, you can. Also, right underneath, you can take a look right in there and see it's easy access storage. You have that on both sides, runs all the way underneath the dinette. And again, it's very simple to get to, right? You don't have to lift the cushions to get underneath there. You'll also see the sofa. This is a, what do we got? Jackknife here? Nope. Okay. So, there we go. So you can check that out. This is pretty cool. So you do have the extra storage spot. Now this is for the dinette, right? So you can take this cushion out, drop it down on the dinette there. But this is a jackknife sofa that drops down into a bed. Now, if you don't plan, right, hear me out. If you don't plan on using the dinette as a sleeping space, you can take that cushion out and you have all that as easy access storage underneath the jackknife. So I do like that they put that in there. I think that's kind of a nice extra addition for the storage. Makes it a little more versatile. We talked about the theater seating here, and then you have the storage all the way across the top. Now, folks, if you're liking what you're seeing, right, you like the big kitchen, you like the super slide, you like all the room that provides, well lit, and the double track AC in this one, you're going to want to text the word RV to 46642 to lock in the price. As I said, this one's starting at $7.47 a day. Now, if you're interested in something else, maybe you want something with a big kitchen, maybe it's something completely different. Maybe you want a bunk room. Hey, we have those too. You just have to text the word fresh to 46642. So we take a look at the bathroom. Why don't you come on in, show the people here, Fritz. You can take a look right down below. You'll see the toilet. Now, I'm not going to sit on that one just because of the space with the camera, but there is plenty of room. Being 6 foot tall, I could sit there, no problem. Plenty of leg room. You'll see the big shower. You have a ton of room in that shower there. Nice big skylight as well. And then over to this side, you can see that you have a lot of countertop space on that vanity. So there is good space in that bathroom. You have nice big amenities in there as well. Then when we step up into the bedroom here, you will see a king size bed, folks. So this one is 72 by 80. So you get the full 80 inches there, which is something you don't get very often when we're talking about RV beds. So a nice big bed. Of course, we probably should have made it. You see the bedspread right up there. You have wardrobe on both sides, storage across the top here as well as an electrical outlet. You also have electrical outlets down on the side of the bed, so plenty of spaces for that. TV hookup if you want TV, and then you will also see additional wardrobe not only on the sides, but you have additional wardrobe space right here. So plenty of wardrobe space, plenty of spot to hang your clothes. And again, we have a massive kitchen in this one, which is what this session is all about. If you're all about the kitchen, this one's got it. But not only do you have an inside kitchen, we also have an outside kitchen. So if we take a look right to the back here, take a peek, we'll see the outside kitchen on this one. So good storage space and a spot for a TV. You want an outside TV, you got it. You got a fridge, throw some beer in there. You have a nice little prep station. You can fold that guy out. Super simple and easy to use. On the back, let's take a look at the back real quick here, and then we'll make our way up front. But you will see a square tubular bumper giving you a spot for your sewer hose. Your spare tire will mount right over there, and you can see backup camera prep. So, it's a decent size RV. This one, I think, runs about 36 foot. So if you want that backup camera, having the prep probably is a good idea. Another thing about this one, folks, is tank size. This one has 80 gallons of gray tank holding space. So if you're planning on going out somewhere you don't have sewer hookup, having the big gray tank is wonderful. You can see your freshwater inlet will be located there. Also electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in. Making our way a little bit further down, you'll see the big power awning. That one does have your LED light strip on there for light at night, couple outside speakers. One of the things not often talked about is the exterior. Now, not only is this fiberglass, but behind that fiberglass is Azdel composite rather than your Luan. And Azdel does a couple things for you, folks. One, it helps lighten things up. As I said, this one is 36 foot, and the dry weight on it is under 6,900 pounds. That's pretty darn good for the size that you have. Again, it helps lighten it up. Plus, it won't absorb moisture. So if you've seen where you get like the delamination, you get the bubbles in the side, that's from moisture getting in the sidewall and Luan soaking that up, but you're not gonna get that with the Azdel. And it's a green material, it doesn't give that off-gassing, so when you're inside on a hot day, you know, you're not gonna struggle to breathe or anything like that, which sometimes, unfortunately, can happen. If we take a look, you will see another propane quick connect. I thought, nope, maybe it's just in the back. Okay, but you will see your power stabilizer jacks on here. This one has two controls. So the one control will operate the front two, the other control will operate the rear two. You'll also see the big pass-through, and the pass-through is fully finished, which is really nice. So you can take a look at that. King Kong size storage, huge storage space, nice big door. You can fit all sorts of stuff in there, big opening. You'll also see in the front, you have that front 3/4 cap LED lights, you know, both running up as well as here on the side. Diamond plating on the front, power tongue jack, making it super simple and easy to connect and disconnect from the tow vehicle. A couple last things I want to show you here on the off-camp side real quick, folks. One is where your city water connection will be. This one does have an outside shower as well as a black tank flush to easily wash out that black tank. And right underneath, you'll see the beautiful aluminum alloy wheels with the wide track suspension, which is a spread axle system, meaning that this one will have better towability while going down the road because you're not going to get all the sway. Again, folks, this is the Heartland Mallard M301 for as low as $7.47 a day. Simply text RV to 46642.